During 1 week in August, the automotive world gathers in Monterey, California for Monterey Car Week. It's about shows, auctions, racing, and all things connected. The culmination is the Concours d'Elegance at Pebble Beach. There are over 50 events during the week, pay-to-play and free events. Porsche Monterey is where it gets started. Lovers of the marque bring their cars, drawing thousands of enthusiasts. Up next, Concours for a Cause at Carmel by the Sea. And as usual, San Diegan George Allspaw was there.
We're here at the Carmel Concours for a Cause, and I have brought my 1966 Porsche 912 Coupe that is finished in factory Aga Blue. It came originally from Los Angeles and has been in San Diego for the last few years. It's taken me about 2 years to restore it to bring it to this condition.
The avenues were filled with Tigers, Pagodas, Beamers, hot rods, and more, which made San Diegan Don Anderson very happy. The little car show in Pacific Grove is little cars, but big fun. A few of my favorites, a Morris Minor, a Lancia Fulvia, and then there was this Bug-Eye Sprint. And how about this little thing? At Legends of the Autobahn, it was all about Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Audi. And San Diegan Christopher Cross drove his modified BMW E9 CS Coupe all the way up from San Diego. When it came to German cars, Legends delivered. Here's a look at a few of the 3 different makes. Mercedes-Benz 500s, a 450 SEL, a pair of Gullwings Classic, and a recreation. There were total custom sedans, and yes, you could find your choice of G-Wagons. For BMWs, there's this showstopper, a E28 535M. E30 M3s are all the rage these days, and hoods up for 2002s. And the third would be Audi, a red-hot TT, or how about this RS4 with their V8s. At Works, it was all Porsche. Enthusiasts brought their rides and dealers showed off their handiwork. Farzad Akbar, Porsche San Diego.
We're looking here at our 2012 987 Spider. This is our Porsche classic car restoration project for the preservation program.
On display were colorful P cars, from classics to moderns. Colors were eye-popping along with the cars. And if you're wondering why Works is a standalone show, it's because Porsche Club of America is the largest single marquee club in the world with over 150,000 members. Pay to Play starts with an evening at Motorlux. It's a curated event and the unofficial start to Car Week. Logan Calkins.
We bring out jets, cars, and great food and great beverages, and it's just an awesome experience for everyone.
It's all here. Super Snakes to vintage Cobras, Italian sports sedans to SUVs. Looking for that next jet? It was here. More than a dozen, in fact. And of course, we found San Diegans joining in on the fun. The evening supports the CHP 1199 Foundation and the Navy Postgraduate School Foundation. If it's speed you need, then the Rolex Monterey Motorsports reunion at WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca is where you'd want to be. They were celebrating the 75th anniversary of Formula One, which was on full display, including the 2024 Lando Norris car. This is 4 days of racing with pits open, spectators can mingle amongst the cars, drivers, and that's where we met San Diegan Mark Francis with his 1964 Elva Mark 7S.
I decided a long time ago that I wanted to do the work myself, and even that is more reminiscent of the back in the day racing. And so I think for me to enjoy the whole experience working on the car is as much fun as driving.
For Francis, it's as much about the cars as it is the people.
The number one reason is we all have a common affinity and love the cars. And we just like to hang out together, and you know, when I'm out on the track, I know most of the other people in the cars, and it's really as much to enjoy the car instead of it sitting in a museum somewhere unused. There's not very many of these left. And I think the biggest thing though is the camaraderie with the other drivers.
Back on the Midway, you'll never know what you'll see rolling by. A Ferrari F50 with a 288 GTO tagging along, or a Le Mans winner tuning up to head out on the track. Or it could be former American muscle cars blasting down the straightaway at over 100 miles per hour. And who knew cowboys liked to race? There are hundreds of race cars everywhere you turn, like this display from Chevrolet Racing History. Just a reminder, bring your earplugs. Concorso Italiano is one of the original shows.
We are at Concorso d'Italiano, and we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of Concorso.
That means all Italian everywhere you turn. Gary Boboloff is the chief judge, and I asked him what makes Italian cars so different.
Well, it's pretty simply put. You know, the Italian cars have the style, the grace, and the beauty. So I think of it in my mind like the most gorgeous Las Vegas showgirl with a really bad attitude.
This is where those who love Italian cars and everything Italian come to satisfy their need for amore.
It's always, you know, showtime when you drive an Italian car. They're amazing and they're gorgeous.
For the grand finale, the Concours d'Elegance at Pebble Beach. This year, Formula One was being celebrated. Pebble is where they bring the finest cars in the world to be on the lawn, as they say. The best of the best. Thousands of spectators walk amongst hundreds of cars.
We have a 1953 automotive Fiat Seata Balbo.
San Diego architect Jonathan Siegel has been here 3 years in a row with a rare Italian car.
And this is a hand-built car. They made 8 of them. There's 8 of these in the world. This, I think, is the nicest one that exists.
Being an architect plays into his taste.
And we do one-off buildings, so I like one-off architecture and one-off cars. And the Italians make the most beautiful cars in the world.
Siegel has no interest in being the first place loser.
That you're on the lawn, you're looking to drive on the hump.
Because the Concours d'Elegance is the Super Bowl of car shows. If you win here, your car is elevated to the rarefied air of Pebble Beach. Back to Jonathan and his Seata. Yes, you guessed it, he did it again. Not only winning best in class, but being awarded the most elegant sports car. The guy's cars are amazing.
Johnny, take your place on the stage.
I'll tell you one thing about Monterey Car Week. If cars are your thing at all, it's not to be missed. Sean Stiles, CBS 8.